Okay, we are back again another culinary video. Today we're making cheesy brown rice. Now, before we get into that, big news everyone. If you saw my last couple videos, we had a crepe off video. Yeah, I effing won. I'm sorry for my language, my teacher's watching this, but I won, and that was really exciting because we all know how stressed I was about that, and I was probably not mentally healthy at the moment, but I won, so okay. Anyway, have my apron, hands are washed, so we're gonna get our ingredients. And this is really simple, like a recipe. It's just rice, like cheesy rice, extra fancy rice. It's really simple. You can use it for like lunch, dinner, maybe you want added more to dinner, like chicken or something, so it could be like a side dish also, or just like a snack. It's really simple, really easy, and really tasty. I hope, if I do this right. So yeah. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we are going to chop our little baby onion. Look at her. She's really well, she looks big. Okay, usually I get like big onions. Like my mom, like she gets like big onions. This one looks really tiny compared to me. There also are actually baby onions, like like baby red onions. So they have that too, but okay, I don't know what I was trying to do there. So it says we need a half a cup of onions. I'm just gonna eyeball this. Don't tell me, teacher. No, I'll measure it. Okay, anyway, so we're gonna start off by cutting the little butt. And for this, we want them finely diced. The acoustics in this room are not very good. Also, it's just my voice, but to me, it's motto. Okay, so don't mind me, I'm gonna be crying in a couple seconds because of the onion, not for other reasons. So we're gonna be cutting the onion. First, we're gonna take off the skin. And I don't know what I was gonna, oh, my knife. We got some new knives. This isn't new. We got some new ones, and my dad got some new knives. And they're actually like really nice and everything, but he's like, yeah, I don't know if I want you to use them because they're nice. So I kind of took offense to that. So I also can't ask him if I can use them right now because he's upstairs because I pushed him out of my work zone. But I've cut onions before with this plastic ass, I'm sorry everyone. Okay. With this knife, it's metal, but it's basically plastic at this point. I need to sharpen it. Okay, so I just cut the onion in half, and we're gonna cut them into fine dicing. And this is probably gonna be the hardest thing, at least for me, about the recipe is cutting the onion, because I don't really like cutting onions. I don't know, just like when I'm at home, I don't really care about what the dice looks like. So, but this also is an assignment, so I probably should care. It's just like really particular, and I don't quite enjoy doing that much. That's why I like baking more, because you don't gotta cut stuff that much. Like I don't know. One time last year in culinary class, we had to cut 5 pounds of onions. Like our group, like we had to cut 5 pounds of onions, and like we had 2 different classes. Like one class, like my class, and another class we had to like cut onions. But only my class had to cut onions. We cut the onions for the other class. I was literally crying so much that day because 5 pounds of onions don't do well on your eyes. Anyway, that was really annoying. So I don't really like cutting onions. It's kind of like trauma, PTSD. My onion, I have about half a cup. Yes, I measured it. Let's all calm down. So now we're gonna mince our garlic. I have 1 garlic clove and I already peeled off all the outer part. So mincing garlic, yeah, just to make sure it's on clove. So mixing garlic is really easy. You just chop it up as much as you want, like in all kinds of ways, and it's actually fun. And I just like love garlic. It's a lot better than onion. Like I like onion, like I'll eat it. It's just more fun chopping garlic, and garlic tastes better. Again, love onion, nothing wrong with her, but garlic's more fun. Okay, so now I have the garlic all minced up, and we are going to first melt 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter in a medium saucepan. So we're gonna turn that up to medium heat. Now the butter is melted, and we're gonna add in our onions first to saute them for a couple minutes until they're translucent. I have them both on the same plate, so be extra careful not to add the garlic yet because that will be in a second. But first we're adding the onions. Yum. Hack, I never done it. I mean, I tried to do it, but don't try to blink as much when you are working with onions. Apparently blinking makes you even worse. But then like when you're like, when the onions like is in your eye, you want to blink. So there's really no winning with like onions. Unless you're like, I don't know, unless you have like iron eyes or something, or like you wear goggles. Anyway, I'm stirring the onions right now. I have a little wooden, it's not really a spoon. I mean, it's a spoon with like spatula. You can't flip it. So anyway, I'm stirring them, waiting for them to get translucent. I don't know what translucent means. It's literally what it means. Translucent. Like the onions, like some of them right now, some of them are translucent, but some of them right now are still like white. Like you can see the pigment, like solid white from the onion. But some of them are already like coming clear. Like you'll be able to tell. Like there's a difference. A little bit of the butter just splattered on me, but I'm strong. They're translucent. Now we can add the garlic. We're gonna add it in for about 30 seconds. We just want that aroma first before we add in the rice. And it's gonna smell so good. Because garlic just smells so good with everything. Well, cooking, not baking. It's not going to smell good with cupcakes, but it's going to smell good in this. You can already smell it. And my eyes are going again. Oh my god. Okay, but seriously, if you could like smell through the screen, oh my god. Yeah, like I could just eat this. Like, I mean, people do that. I mean, I get it. Like, it smells good. Pretty much mix for a couple seconds, like 30 seconds. We're gonna add in the rice. Yes, dry, because that's what you do. This is like, you ever get like those box rice things, like rice-a-roni? Like this is what you do. You put this butter on the bottom, you put the rice in, you make sure it's all coated with the butter, and then you add the water later. Like, it's just like a homemade box recipe. So I have to go fast because I don't really want it to stick too much. I had something else to say, but I guess I don't. Okay. All coated, the rice all coated in butter and the garlic and the onion goodness. So I forgot to mention, this is a cup of brown rice. Brown rice is healthier. I don't know if that's what we were trying to do here, be healthy, but it is healthier, so that's fine. I don't mind brown rice. Second thing, we're gonna add in, now that it's all coated, 2 cups of water, because the rule of thumb for rice is usually, it doesn't just, like this rice, we're using like a rice cooker or anything, or just cooking in a pot. Rule of rice, 1 cup to 2 cups of water usually. There's other ways to do it, like if you want more sticky or like more water. I don't know why you want, if you're making like a rice porridge or something. I don't know, we eat a lot of rice in this house, so I kind of know a little too much. Anyway. It's okay, I didn't get burned. It's gonna be okay. Okay, so now we have the water and I'm gonna stir a little bit, make it even. We're gonna add a little bit of salt, so it's like a pinch, so just a couple little things. Look, this is my little salt shaker. Anyway, we're gonna add a little bit, and that's probably more than a pinch, but sorry. I mean, it's brown rice. I can't have to add a little bit of unhealthiness to this. And then we're just gonna cover it for about 25 minutes. So now we're just gonna cover it for about 25 minutes. We're gonna let it simmer on medium heat. Yeah, but just like don't like go off and watch a TV show and then forget about it. I never forget about my food. I've never actually burned anything. Yeah, I've never burnt anything. I just kind of like, just don't watch too much TV, okay? Okay, do some homework. Okay, so it's been about 25 minutes. I'm just gonna check it because in case it is still a little bit hard, the rice is a little bit hard, and we're gonna, you know, leave it in there for a little longer. The top's a little hot. I don't really want to touch it. Anyway, well, it's still a little hard, so we're gonna leave it in a little longer. But I'm gonna mix it anyway, because I need to do that. Okay, so it's been a couple more minutes and now it's soft. Okay, so now we're gonna add in the cheese, the fun part. I'm just gonna mix it all together and it's gonna melt. And it's gonna be really tasty, I hope. melting in. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. It smells so good. Okay. Gosh guys, this looks so good. I never actually made cheesy rice before. It was really simple, like I thought. But also this like reminds me of like Rice Krispie treats, like when you're like making and you're like putting the marshmallows, like has the same like consistency kind of. Okay. Taking this off the stove, turn up the heat, and I'm gonna put this actually in a different pan so I can wash this and I can make it look more presentable. And then also, I'm gonna put in some pepper just to put out a little more taste, and maybe like, I don't know, not too much seasoning because we already have like a lot that's in here. So just a little bit of pepper. Okay, so I put it in this little pot dish. I put it in here. So there it is. Ooh. And now I did take a little taste. It's pretty good. So now I'm just gonna, you know, clean up this and I can eat this for dinner. Well, me and my family, I'll share. Okay, yeah.